Hello everybody and welcome back to ETS Reacts, and today we're back with Witch Hat Atelier episode 10, A Promise in Silver. And this automatically makes me think of Tartah, right? Because he has silver washed eyes where I think he can only see in kind of silver, white, and black. And it kind of is what holds him back from being a witch. And so he can't really relate to kids his age who are apprentices. So he's over in like the human world, which makes him run into Kiefer and Coco because Coco was really sick at the end of the last episode, and he led us to the hospital where he confronted Kiefer about his grandpa and if anything went down with the white flash when Kiefer used Oblivion to obliterate his grandpa's memory of the forbidden ink. And so I'm interested, is this more about him and Kiefer kind of button heads, or if it's more between him and Coco? Because I think maybe he likes Coco a little bit, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So I can't wait to get into episode 10 here. So let's wait no more and let's get it. We're jumping right into it. No opening, just straight into where we got left off last episode on that cliffhanger, which makes me excited. I'm excited to see Kiefer's response here of Tartah kind of questioning him about what happened to my old Gramps, and is Kiefer going to pull out the same trick of no one needs to remember that scene, Oblivion, which I guess it wouldn't be like Harry Potter where I was like using a wand. It would be like Oblivion. So we'll see what Kiefer's response is here. So far it's a very interesting strategy here from Kiefer because he's basically complimenting an insecurity that Tartah has, and I would assume it'd be an insecurity about his silver washed eyes, or I think you can only see the world in silver or kind of like a black and white. So I'm interested to kind of see Tartah's response, because usually when someone compliments your insecurity, you kind of relax around them and you feel comfortable. You feel like less suspicious of them. So it honestly might be a really goated strategy from Kiefer here. But like this, look, then you'd look into this and you'd be like, hello? Weren't we just having like a really positive conversation? And you're like, this seems like, hey, Tartah, like, I got a van right around the corner with some candy. You want to get in it? And then, like, turn around and I go, Oblivion, like, in this van. Or, hey, come down to this alley, turn around for 10 seconds, and I'll answer your question when you count down from 10. It's like, Oblivion. Like, I just, like, can't fully trust, like, Kiefer's character, because there's just, like, a string that snaps with him that he just, like, turns in 180, like, split personality. Of like, I'll do anything to get to these brim caps. And then it's like, and then it's this. It's exactly this. It's like fantastic. Tartah's like, what the hell? The personality totally changed. I like, how do you ask him a serious question after this when he's all like bubbly happy in your face and you're like, what'd you do to my old Gramps? Huh? He doesn't remember shit. You're like, oh, yeah, I'd be the same way. Yeah, it's like an accusation. I'm also really interested to see what like medicine and like what this hospital is like, because this looks like a medieval building. So I'm like, is medicine shit or is it good? Like, do they use magic as medicine? Like, are nurses witches? And even in like the human world side of it, getting the PowerPoint of the hospital. Cool. Well, yeah, that's because of the nightmares. And I guess she was making the shoes for Agate. But I think she was really making the shoes for Agate. Like, she wanted to do it, but she was doing it even more because she couldn't sleep. Stay here for tonight. And this is kind of what was running through my mind during this whole thing of, I think the one-eyed Brimcap witch is going to swoop in and steal Coco in this hospital bed, and Kiefer, he's gonna lose his marbles, and I hope Tartah's around because I hope he sees when Kiefer's like what we just talked about when his string just snaps, and he's like, I need to find it. That was my key to the one eye. Like I need it for my past, and you stole her. It's weird. Damn. So I doubt she's a witch after that statement. It seemed like she's not a fan of witches. Mm. And that might hit home for Kiefer too, because I think he thinks that he might be like overusing Coco to like try to find more information about the brim caps, right? Like remembering the picture book and everything else that he might feel like he's forcing Coco into this bind or into this exhaustion. Now whenever Kiefer like draws magic, I'm like on the edge of my seat. I'm like, is this gonna be one of his spells that he's like, magic is for beautiful? And then we know he's used like forbidden magic throughout this show so far. Or is it gonna be forbidden magic, oblivion, or like he writes on his clothes, which I think's forbidden, and then like the dragon I guess was forbidden magic. Because is it because he wrote on his clothes, or was that just forbidden magic to begin with? Like he's very 180 split, and I think it's kind of what we like about Kiefer, because he has these moments where like total opposite personality we've seen for 10 episodes. Then he goes back to his bubbly, oh it's just the water. Infinity sign, weird heart. I mean, it's cool animation though. Did he just like evaporate the water to like cool down the air around her? I don't think that like went into the towel. Huh, so he's definitely thinking back to like his interaction with One Eye, because he's like holding his hand, that like the feeling hasn't all come back to yet. So I do think he's probably thinking right now of, damn, I've really overused her for like my own selfish goal. But I kind of go back and forth on Kiefer with this, because he's using Coco to get to the brim caps, but at the same time, like Coco's kind of using him in this situation to learn about magic, like something she's really loved all of her life, and she would have never got this chance if it weren't for Kiefer. So I'm like, they're kind of giving and taking, but at the same time, you have a grown man taking advantage of like an 11-year-old girl, or however old she is, but she's young. So I'm like, Kiefer, it's kind of effed. I think he said something about our bodies and mind getting out there. I didn't catch all of it, but I think he's saying that from experience, because whatever his past is, I think his past has something to do with why he brought in like Agate, is it Reach, and Tetia, is because I think maybe he was like abandoned from his magic family as well, and then kind of like got into these groups of apprentices. Now this is just all my theory. And then like the brim caps maybe like killed him off or something. We've seen like the evil side. So I think that's why he kind of has this backstory, but that's just my own theory. I have no idea. Well, she's definitely racked with fear because her mom and everything. Was that his own cap, or was that Coco's? Oh. I guess he didn't realize that the outsider was Coco. And maybe he can relate to Coco more that way, because it seems like, right, we seen him, he comes over to the human side to play with the human kids. And it seems like he relates more with humans since he isn't able to use magic. And I mean, how could you? Like, kids his own age are apprentices, they're learning magic, like, that's what they talk about. And then you come to see Tartah, and he's like, oh, I don't use magic or anything. So, of course, he's going to relate to the human side of it more. So, I think maybe he found a little bond here. And at the same time, when I go back through my mind, he kind of was mean to Coco in a couple situations of like, how do you not know anything? Like, you're a witch, you can actually use magic, and you're coming to me and I can't even use magic, and I know more stuff than you. And he's probably like, I should be knowing magic over, or I should be able to use magic more than this person who knows nothing. Tatakun. He found his out to not discuss the question. He kind of looks like a crow there with his glasses. It's like the first time I've seen him with like a serious face, and I'm like, he looks like a crow. Does that mean he missed his ferry? Guess not. That's weird. Why'd he bow to Kiefer? It's strange. He looked like an elf. Damn, that light from the tower, it's like, oh, it's like blinding me more than the 3 lights I have around this table. Damn, they animate the crap out of his eyes. It's like they always kind of want to show like the silver wash of his eyes, and the show is like insecurity for a second. Damn, he is observant. And I wonder if that has something to do with growing up, of how he kind of had this like inefficient ability to like see colors and magic. So I'm guessing he thought, man, I need to be more observant than anybody else, because that's how I'll like catch up to people while using magic. And then he probably figured out, damn, they won't even let me use magic. So it became extra observant. No, it wasn't your imagination. So they won't even let this kid on because he can't use magic? That's how they classify people? The pointed cap. You can just go like make a pointed cap and get on the ferry. Like what kind of rules is this? Oh shit, that's why they focus on the hat so much. Like when he pinned it up, and I thought it was maybe Coco's for a second, but it was his, and then he like dropped it, and then when he left, it like zoomed in on it. It's like, why are they so locked in on this hat? That's probably true. They're like, oh, I swear I came over in the morning. Can you please let me go over to the witch's fairyland? Oh. Damn, they animated the shit out of this background. You could go through all these houses and like count them up row by row, like the individual houses. Like that's how freaking detailed they got on this island. And then the like 5:30 sunset glow, the mountains, the water, the reflection in the water, like all this is freaking crazy. Like I think it's Bones who did this, right? They cooked. I almost thought there that was like the ink, and because you go back to the last episode, like I didn't know if it was still around, but I guess not, because there was like the witches that were healers that went up against like the original families, and like the healing was considered forbidden magic, and they kind of used oblivion on all the healers, which seems crazy to me. Like, why wouldn't you want magic that like helps save lives like universally? Doesn't make sense. But it was all about the twin bottle stuff, because like healers used it. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. He's evaporating the water to make it cooler. It's like he's controlling it. I think that's kind of fire. Whoa. Anyway, what I was going to say is that fire like totally distracted me. And it's like I was like, look at the water. I was about to say they animated the water, but I can't tell if that's the sunset or the fire. Maybe it's a combination. Now, what was I gonna say? Oh, about Kiefer. I think Kiefer was like pro keeping the healing magic, in which they didn't use Oblivion on it, because he's definitely pro using forbidden magic. Like that's 100% a fact. He is pro using forbidden magic. He wants to be able to use it, and if he just uses it. The bar caught fire. It was too lit in the bar. This guy's fucking weird with the mustache. My mind is going wee woo wee woo. I think I talked about this earlier in the episode, but first thing I think that's gonna happen, one-eyed brim cap. Even crazier theory that I just thought of. What if One Eye set fire to that bar so that it would take Kiefer, but you would think there would be more witches around in this area than just Kiefer. But anyway, that it would take Kiefer out of this room, leave Coco by herself. One Eye swoops in, steals Coco from the hospital bed, and then, like, Kiefer freaking loses it. Like, that's his key to the brim caps, and it's gone. Oh, shit, she's awake. She looks cute. Sick in the bed. Seems like she's really struggling here. That makes sense with all the nightmares going on, and then when the nightmare actually comes true and One Eye comes swooping in, it's like, scoops her up. Oh shit, I forgot Tartah's gonna come back to get his hat. He's gonna scare the living crap out of Coco coming in that room by himself when everybody else left, since she's having those nightmares. Stressimas. Creep, 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 creep. Creep, 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 creep. Slide. Guess not yet. Wow. Very cool thing that they just did there. We're like kind of getting like the POV from Tartah there of like his like gray wash eyes of like what he sees, and then kind of like going out to like what the world actually is. Kind of crazy animation. Boshi. Watashi boshi. See, it's like gray. Real world. Gray. Real world. Stirring. I really thought she would have freaked out and like heard Tartah here, but I guess not. No, she's having nightmares. She's sick. She can't do anything. Tartah. He's gonna feel real bad. The crying and... Dang, that's real sick. Yeah, I thought we were doing better here before that doctor left. There it is. It's really going on a rampage now. I guess it was more the sunset that was in the water, since the fire isn't reflecting anything in the water. Or it's an animation error, which, how dare you, after showing beautiful island, row by row houses, like beautiful gray washed eyes, how dare you not show the reflection in the water? Tranquilif? Was that some sort of thing Coco was going through last episode? Yeah, I was about to say, how is he going to be able to tell anything? Because we saw the doctor put it back in and it was like different colors, and I was like, how is he gonna figure out what the right medicine is? I didn't even think of labels. They could have labeled it, but I guess when you see color, you wouldn't really have to label it. But there's a lot of people nowadays, and I know this isn't anime, but there's like certain like color blindness, not even like, I don't really know of like whitewash people or like gray, black. I don't even know if it's a thing, but I know there's like a red, green, and blue color blindness, and like maybe there's a different one than that, but I mean, probably should start labeling stuff that has color on it because of that. I feel like this is a serious thing if you like give her the wrong bottle and it like is totally a different effect. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know anything about telling colors apart. Damn. Bar of a line by Tartah here. From a 11-year-old kid. People assume everyone sees the world the same way you do. I don't think there's a single person or two people on this world that see the world the same way, like down to every single thing. Like everyone's gonna see the world a different way. Now there's like literal, and then there's like thoughts, feelings, etc. His is more of like the insecurity of actually seeing. When he's a child. So they're like, that's my thing though. Like, you didn't even give him a chance to try to become a witch. Like, at least give the kid a chance. Like, don't just like cut down his hopes and dreams from like a young age. That's what I think is probably effed about these like magical families and like showing some hierarchy. Because maybe it's his dad, maybe it's, I don't know, an inspector. Who knows? But just to like cut a kid's dream, like you're not even gonna give him a chance to like prove himself with how like observant he is, maybe compared to other people. Oh, so you're the one to decide the thing that I can't do. Well, let me at least try and come to the conclusion that, you know what, this might not be for me, but that doesn't make me useless. Lots of like nice, what is it? What are like lines that like add on to each other? Like not hyperboles, but like seeing and then he actually can't see. Like I can't see this world. Whatever he was trying to say there, but it was kind of. Damn, I really love how they go back between a silver wash and like the real world. It's like beautifully produced by Bones. But at the same time, and I feel like maybe he's struggling with this a little bit because his world is like so heavy on magic, but just because you can't do magic doesn't mean like you're useless or that like you won't ever accomplish anything. And I kind of feel like that's where Tarta thinks that he stands, and like you could be great at like so many other things, but when it's like the front and center thing in your world you can't do it, then you think like your life's over or like you're a miserable person. Like that's just not the case. And I know it's probably a broad statement, but I kind of feel like that's how he feels. The liquid. Extract the water. Oh shit. So what he's saying there is he's like extracting the liquid, and then all of a sudden it's gonna like produce the like seeds or plants or whatever else was used to form it. Does it really work like that? It's used as a powder. They dry it out and crush it. Oh, but wouldn't they all be powder? Well, I guess not. That looks like some berries. I guess they're crystals. Or like deer poop. Oh, it's a liquid. I don't understand how it could be a liquid after we took the water out. That was about to be my next question. What if they're just all powder? Then how do you decide from there? Well, I guess pungent smell. I really like this because he's like working around a defect that he has, and he's doing it like really brilliantly with figuring out the way to extract the water, and then he's able to smartly like identify different powders, what things are. Like it's a very cool way to like not give up and work around your inabilities. Shit. At least 3. It's still a cool job by him. Like, he narrowed it down, but isn't it crazy? Like, he's struggling so hard with this, and like, if it were me and maybe some of you watching this who aren't colorblind, we would just walk up and be like, oh, it's a green one? All right, let's give it to Coco. Where he's like really struggling and trying to put a ton of effort into this, which is cool. No more? Sorry, I was kind of into my own storytelling there. I wasn't totally caught up in it. Damn, he gave up. I was really hoping for him to like push through and figure it out or think about some different way to narrow down those three. Damn, that just sucks. You could do it. You were so close. You almost had it. If you want to do something you can't otherwise do. Whoa, that doesn't even look like a pen. It looks like a freaking rock sword. Oh shit. It was just on his hand side. That was a tough observation. How's Coco gonna draw? She's been like struggling drawing a little bit, right? With her tiredness and sickness. This is really cute. No, it's for you to tell the difference in the... What if, I just thought of this, what if there's a spell that somehow that someone could invent or cast to like make like a contact layer over his eyes that like somehow make him see colors? Yeah, I don't know either. Oh, so it will turn a powder into a solid. So it'll turn it into the plant or to show kind of what the original plant is, and then he'd be able to tell what it is, and then you just crush the plant back down into powder, and then you put it back in the little bottle, and then you're good to go. You'll be able to tell the plant. Oh, fuck, I'll be honest. What? That's some cotton candy gub stuff. Oh shit, is he gonna draw magic? Oh, sick. Let him draw. Let him draw. Let him draw magic. Let him draw magic. That was sick. That was so sick. That animation change right there, that was so sick. Right into the paper, crazy. The little hand, the little hair strand. Oh. No, it's perfect. Keep telling us, Tartah. Keep telling us what's going on. She's not great at Comes, you're a witch. You're a witch, Tartah. Draw it. Draw it. Draw it. Draw it. Draw it. Draw it. Nice. Because he has like no defects. It's black ink and white paper. Be able to draw this? Let's get it. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Let's get it, Tartah. Damn, look at that drawing. Like, Coco should be good at this too, with how she was like cutting stuff with her mom. That's what I don't understand. Is there just too much pressure? Like, Tartah nailed this first time. Tartah, 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 Tartah. Plant, 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 plant. Is it the correct plant? Correct plant, correct plant, correct plant, correct plant. Beautiful animation, beautiful animation, beautiful animation. Whatever plant this is supposed to be it, be it. That was so sick. That was so sick. Yay! Is that not the right one? Damn, none of them were even it? Oh my god. All that work for nothing? We did all that work for nothing. No, just use it on all the bottles. He's so happy. That's so cool. He even forgot all about his hat. No! Now One-Eye's gonna come back and steal Coco while he's gone. What the heck's this place? This is like secret. Oh shit, now he's just barging into some rando's house? Or is this within the hospital? I guess this is within the hospital. Like their storage room. That looks like poop. This is so cool. When I hold the seal up to things, it's like the world comes into focus. This is so cool. Here it is. I think this is it. This is it. Yeah. Now he's gonna get exposed for drawing. Rip it up, rip it up, rip it up, rip it up. Rip it up. Yeah, that's true. He's probably like rearranged it all wrong. Damn, that's true. This looks like honey. Damn, he would be a really good doctor. It's just that he can't see. He'd have to use magic. He's like, I did just draw my first spell. That was so cool, though, to see his, like, how happy he was during it. And she didn't get swept off her feet. Who are these people? Are they like the firemen of... Oh, you're having a drink. What? I gotta do everything around here? Who are these? They're giving Kiefer kind of the side eye. No one in like the magical world really loves Kiefer, because I think he toes the line of their world. Not kind of, he does. He's like, oh god, still be here, still be here, still be here. That's pretty cute. She's back to being healthy again. Well, that's good. You need to breathe. You both helped each other. It's the give and take. Except theirs was way more innocent. Nung. He's hiding behind. He's like, oh shit, he wasn't lying. This was like 1 out of 500 kids that wasn't lying. Hiding behind it. He's like, what happened to them? Did they both hit their heads? Kifri's face in the back, he literally looks like a crow when he like gets serious. And he like knows that Tartah's still thinking about it. Is he really in the future going to use Oblivion on Tartah? Like, the guy who was preaching all like, memories are so precious, da-da-da. Oblivion! Tartah! Who's this lady? Giving Grandpa a nice rub on the back there. The most anticlimactic magic spell of all time. Push it down and the boat moves like a centimeter. That was kind of creepy. And then, Kifri with like the fake smile. Like, it was so creepy. Tartah, I think Tartah's in love. Tartah's in love. I love you, Coco. That's cool. This is like young lovers. It's like cringy young lovers. The production value of the show is so unreal. To see his world versus like kind of her world, or what the world actually is. It's so well done, isn't it? It's amazing. Huh? Damn, you're right. I just realized, did we never get the opening until right now? We never got the opening this whole show until right now. Oh, considered forbidden, but Kifri uses that shit. Because she's refound her love for magic through this little, for this little event with Tartah. A ray of hope. That's not what I thought she would have said. Maybe. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Yeah, maybe. Tartah! Arigato! Arigato! Oh, was it Bug? The studio Bug? Agate was actually kind of worried. Here it is, the one-eyed. I've been waiting for the one-eyed the whole episode. Instead, they're just going to cliffhang us instead. Whoa, is it like a whole damn society that the one-eye reports to? The pointed caps aren't all fools gone soft from days of peace. So the embodiment of forbidden magic is to literally make yourself invisible. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. This witch is literally the embodiment of forbidden magic. Kiefer's gonna love that witch. When an apprentice leaves their master's protection during a test. So Coco, next episode, maybe, or Agate? Coco or Agate? It's gonna be either Coco or Agate they're after. Look at Wormy. He's so cute. Look at him running in that little photo. What a great episode this was. I don't really think people will really appreciate this episode all that much because it was really about Tartah and kind of his past and maybe like working through some insecurities or kind of inabilities that he has. And I don't know if people will really like that because it was kind of a side-off episode. But it kind of, to the main plot, it kind of got Coco rid of her nightmares, kind of this fear that she had about a magic, and she's back motivated on the tracks. And then it kind of is leading us into Agate or Coco taking their next test, an invisible forbidden witch is gonna pop out and mess with Agate or Coco. And I'm really excited to see what next episode brings us. So thank you all for watching. If you guys don't mind, please like and subscribe. It's really how I grow my channel, to make this more of a community and to do even more cool stuff for you guys. So make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And thank you all for watching to the end. I'll see you next time.